childcare costs in this country are absolutely astronomical. I mean, the average family in this country spends a third of their wages on childcare. That's compared to in Germany, where people pay 1% of their wages on childcare. The average family has to earn £88,000 a year in order to just have two preschool children. Obviously, the vast majority of families in this country don't earn 88,000 a year. And the reason that people are feeling this brokenness, this dispossession, this lack of control over their lives, this feeling that even their most basic needs aren't being catered to, is not because refugees are being sheltered in hotels or lingering around hotels, which, by the way, those refugees don't want to be there. Every time I talk to refugees, including people who are housed in these hotels, they are like, we want to get out of this asylum limbo and start a life and contribute to the kind of spaces that we see in that package. And I'm so proud that there are still people in this country, like those parents, that have the clarity to understand that the reason that we feel like these streets don't belong to us is because our community infrastructure and our community spaces, the things that make life workable, are being taken away from us and given to the very rich, given to real estate speculators, given to people who can afford a £1 million flat, a £2 million flat, that is standing on the gravestone of what was a community centre. And I just think that it's so interesting that that very real feeling that people have that the country is not for them, which is a real feeling and is grounded in reality, has been taken so far away from the material into these vague ideas of culture and, does multiculturalism work? What does it mean to be British? Is Islam compatible with the West? When it's like all of this could be resolved spiritually and financially by having more community spaces where people get out of their homes, are not just sitting watching YouTube and getting radicalized by various, right-wing rabbit holes on the internet and Tommy Robinson's, news feed, but actually spend time in their local community with one another and having the resources to be able to do that. And that is the robbery that has taken place. That's the robbery that people are feeling. But the far right, along with mainstream politicians, along with the mainstream media, have really effectively turned this into a question of race and migration and the idea of whether or not, modern Britain should have immigrants, and away from the very material fact that our city streets don't belong to us anymore because they belong to the very rich.